everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a Q&A video, and I haven't done one of these in quite a while, but there's some of my favorite videos to film, and I know that right now you guys are super curious about my college experience and like my classes and sorority life and all that sort of stuff because you guys ask me questions on Twitter and Instagram all the time. So I thought I would just go ahead and film a Q&A all about my first couple of months at college because I have been here for almost 2 months now, which is crazy to think about. If you are not already following me on Instagram, you should definitely do that. My username is SouthernBelle606, and that will give you a chance to be featured in the next Q&A that I do because I'll go on there and post a picture, and then you guys just comment questions for me. So I'm going to start reading through those now. What sorority are you in, and what's your favorite part about it? So I joined Phi Mu. If you did not see my Rush Outfits video a couple weeks back, you can go and watch that. I did announce like what sorority I was in, and I joined Phi Mu. I'm so excited about it, and my favorite part about it so far has just been getting to meet a lot of new people because it's kind of overwhelming when you first go into college because you're surrounded by tons and tons and tons of new people who are all random strangers, so it can be really hard to make friends. So being in a sorority has given me the chance to meet so many new people that I never would have met before because I don't have classes with them or anything like that, and so it's been a really great way to make new friends. What is your #1 snack for college? I'm a huge snacker. I have a whole drawer in my desk full of snacks. Yeah, it's kind of bad. I love snacking, but my favorite snack would probably have to be goldfish just because you can never go wrong with goldfish. Will you have a meetup in Nashville? That's a really good question. It's something I definitely want to do eventually, but at this point I really do not have any time to like plan to have a meetup because they do take a lot of effort to like plan out and everything, and it's really hard finding a place to hold a meetup just because there are a lot of people there. But I definitely want to have one eventually. It just probably will not be happening anytime soon. What is the hardest part about college? Alright, so the hardest part for me has definitely been the workload. I am in the honors program in my school, and so I'm taking 2 honors classes which are just way harder than all of my other regular classes. And those 2 classes I just have a huge workload in, and I'm learning a lot. The classes have been really interesting, which is good, but I just have a ton of homework, and so it's kind of been unbearable having to like manage all of that and like have time to like go out and have fun. So that's definitely been the hardest part for me. There's just a lot of work in college. What time is your first class in the morning? So I really like my schedule this year. I do have an 8 a.m. on Tuesdays and Thursdays, but it's not really that bad because I'm productive throughout the rest of the day. But on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I do not have class until 11 in the morning, which is so nice because I get to sleep in until like 10, and so that's really great because I need a lot of sleep. So having class at 11 is amazing. Do you ever get homesick? I definitely have gotten homesick. I seriously miss my dogs so much. I obviously miss my family too and like my friends and everything from high school. But really, I feel like I have not been as homesick as a lot of people. Like I know my roommate's been really homesick, but she's also a lot farther away from her family than I am. I'm only about 3 hours from home, and so I've already seen my parents twice like in the past 2 months because they came up for bid day and then for parents weekend. So I've really like been able to see my family, which has been great. And so I do get homesick sometimes, but I feel like because I'm so busy and I always have stuff going on, I haven't really had time to get homesick. So that's kind of what I recommend. Like get into a habit of like being busy all the time and you won't have time to think about how much you miss your home. Now that you're in college, are you going to keep posting videos on YouTube? Yes, I definitely am. I'm obviously posting this right now. You guys have probably been able to tell that I haven't been uploading as often. Like as I'm filming this, I haven't uploaded in over a week now, which makes me really sad, but again, I've just been so incredibly busy that it's really hard to find time to film. But I definitely want to keep doing this. YouTube is a really huge, important part of my life, and I, unlike many other YouTubers, decided to go to college and get, you know, a degree and everything, and so it's really hard balancing all of that. But I think it's gonna be so worth it in the end because I feel like I am here studying what I love to do, but at the same time I still get to do YouTube and like have this amazing hobby and everything. So I will keep posting YouTube videos, it just will not be as often. So please just be patient with me on that. If it ever feels like I haven't uploaded in forever, I promise I didn't forget about you guys or anything. I'm always thinking in my head like, when am I gonna have time to film? And so I promise I do it as often as I possibly can. What is your major? As of now, my major is entrepreneurship. I'm thinking that I might want to double major in marketing now because I've heard that that's like a really easy thing to do because a lot of the classes run together. So that's an option. I also really want to look more into communications and public relations just because I feel like that has a lot to do with what I'm doing now on YouTube, but as of now, my major is entrepreneurship. Okay, the next question is, why did you choose Belmont? And if you guys didn't know, I'm attending Belmont University in Nashville, Tennessee. I've talked about it in plenty of videos before, but if you're new to my channel or anything like that, that's the college I'm going to. And I chose this school because I feel like this is where I really saw myself fitting in. I felt like I was at home when I visited this school. I really liked all the people here. Everyone here is so nice and friendly, and it's really just a great school overall. If you guys are looking at colleges right now, I would definitely recommend checking out Belmont. It's a small private Christian school. I love it and think it's amazing. What other colleges did you get accepted to? So I only applied to 2 schools, Belmont and Auburn University. I had a really hard time deciding between the two because most of my friends went to Auburn, and so it was really hard telling myself to go somewhere else. But in the end, I did choose to go to Belmont, obviously, but I did also get accepted to Auburn. Are you in any clubs or on any sports teams? And if you guys know me, you know I'm not a big sports person, so I'm not on any sports teams, but I have been to a few soccer games, and so those have been fun. I did join one club, like outside of my sorority, because I did obviously join a sorority, and I also joined the Enactus team at my school. And if you've never heard of Enactus, it's a really interesting club. It's kind of like a business club. If you've ever heard of DECA, it's sort of like that, and I could go on and on like talking about what it's like, but if you're interested in it, just Google it. It's kind of like a business club. What has been the hardest thing about going from high school to college life? It's obviously been a huge transition for me. I mean, you guys can imagine moving from my family to here, like being all alone. It's been crazy, but one of the hardest things for me, just because I'm personally really introverted, is being around people all the time, because you go to class all day and then you come back to your dorm and you're with your roommate and you're with everyone on your hall, and then you go to eat dinner and you're with everyone in the cafeteria, and I'm the kind of person who just needs alone time every once in a while. And so I find myself spending a lot of time in my dorm room because I love my dorm room, first of all. And secondly, I just need alone time sometimes, and so that's been kind of tough for me, just being around people all the time. Like, I love the people who I hang out with, but every once in a while, like, I just need some time to chill for myself. So that's been one of the hardest things for me. How is Nashville? Oh my goodness, I love it there. Nashville's really great. It's a lot more exciting than Birmingham, where I'm originally from. There are always concerts and things going on. I recently went and saw Taylor Swift with my mom. Best concert ever. It was seriously so fabulous, and Nashville's just a really adorable place. There's so many like cute places to go eat dinner and everything. I love it here. There's so much to do. What is your typical outfit for going to class? Alright, so I decided to answer this question because the outfit that I'm wearing right now is pretty typical for me. I am not one of those people who just wears sweats and a t-shirt every single day. I know a lot of people who do that, and that's totally cool, but I like to kind of dress up for class. If I do wear a t-shirt, I'll never wear one with sweats. I'll just put on jeans instead, just because I feel like it looks a little more presentable, at least. But my go-to outfit is definitely a J. Crew t-shirt like this. Actually, this is from J. Crew Factory. I got it a few weeks ago. I really like it. It has all these cute fall colors on it, and I just love these t-shirts because they're t-shirts. Obviously, they're comfortable, but they're still really cute. So I'll just throw on one of these and a pair of jeans and grab some sandals or like my Chacos, and I'll be good to go. How do you manage your time for studying and hanging out with friends? Alright, so that's something that I feel like is everyone's worry going into college, because you have all this free time, suddenly you're so independent, but at the same time you have classes and you go to college to get a degree to learn. So it's really hard balancing social life and academic life, but I feel like I've done a pretty good job of it myself. I always put schoolwork first because obviously I'm paying to go to college to get a degree and get my education, so for me schoolwork comes before hanging out with friends, but at the same time I still think it's really important to take time for yourself every once in a while. So for example, Friday afternoon I get out of class at 2 o'clock, but I'll come back to my dorm and do homework for a few hours, and then normally I'll go out and like do something with my friends on Friday night. So it just goes to show that you have to just manage your time well. You know, spend some time doing homework, but then reward yourself and go do something fun. Alright, so I'm going to finish out this Q&A with a few more questions I got about my sorority and partying, because I feel like that's a very common topic to talk about when it comes to college. So someone asked, do you have an opportunity to live in your sorority house your freshman year, or if not, will you live in it in coming years? Alright, so at Belmont they do Greek life pretty differently, but I really like it here. It's been great so far, and I think I'm going to really enjoy it for the rest of my time here in college. So they actually do not have sorority or fraternity houses here. They technically don't even have like halls or meeting rooms or anything for us. We all just kind of meet in like different places, just because Greek life isn't a huge part of campus life on Belmont. Like, it's really popular and a lot of people do it, but it's just not as big here as it is at state schools. I also got asked about sorority parties and how those have been going and how frat boys are here at Belmont. So there are only 2 fraternities at Belmont, so there are not that many frat boys, and Belmont is very, very strict about partying and drinking and drugs and all that sort of stuff, so I have not been to any sort of parties like that just because that's not really my scene. I don't do well in those kinds of situations. I would much rather just like stay in, hang out with some of my good friends, than go out and like rage at a party or something like that. That's totally not me. So I'm sorry, I cannot give you guys any advice or anything on college parties. I'm sure if you ask any other college freshman, they can tell you what it's like, but me, I cannot. I've not had that kind of experience. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I love just sitting down and getting to talk with you and telling you about my life and everything, because I really like to open up and like be honest with you guys about what's going on with everything. If you guys enjoyed this, be sure to give it a thumbs up and let me know if you'd like to see more Q&As in the future. If you have like any specific topics you want me to do, like just about Greek life or just about classes and studying, anything like that, just be sure to comment that down below. Also, if you are not subscribed, be sure to do that. That would mean the world to me. We just recently hit 65,000 subscribers, which is absolutely crazy, so thank you guys so much for that. And that is all for this video. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you next time. Bye!